Alright guys, and welcome to today's video. Now today I'm going to be quickly talking about Infinite Warfare Zombies, aka Zombies in Spaceland. The first map that is. And honestly, I think it's really fun. Like, I've been playing it pretty much all of today. I don't know when this video is going to go up, but I'm recording this on the release day. And I played multiplayer for like a couple of hours and literally just played zombies non-stop ever since. Took a couple of breaks for dinner and for like, having snacks and shit, having tea. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And there's a lot of things I think they've actually improved about zombies. Like, for example, being able to go up to the machine after you bought a perk and unbuy it. Like, say you got the axe, for example, in the mystery box, and you went to get Slappy Taffy, which basically increases your melee damage. You end up trading it out. There's no real point in having Slappy Taffy on there. You could have another perk, so you can go up to the machine, undo that, and say get Trailblazer, and that may be more convenient for you at the time. And just little things like that, like with the loadouts especially as well. I think they've improved that so much, like with the weapon kits. One of the main gripes I had with the Black Ops 3 zombies was it was just so sort of irritating to have to use all these weapons that were only good with certain attachments. Like, say, the Gorgon in Black Ops 3. If you didn't have any attachments on that, it was absolutely awful. If you had all the attachments on it, it was actually not bad. And it was usable. But they didn't have certain attachments, like extended mags and stuff like that. But with this game, they've literally put pretty much every single attachment you can get on multiplayer, they've put it on. So you can get extended mags for guns, which I've got on the M1 Grand, which is amazing, because that's the perfect for that gun. And they've got all the multiplayer camos, apart from Diamond, Solar and Black Sky, so I don't know what the fuck Solar and Black Sky are, but I really think they've stepped up to play with that. And as well, just simple things like having your starting pistol, being able to put camos on that and put attachments on that, like stuff like that I really enjoy. It just makes it cool to spawn in with like a gold pistol. It was annoying on Black Ops 3, you couldn't re-upgrade the starting pistol, you could only upgrade certain weapons, and it took quite a while to get good camos on certain weapons. In this game they've just gone, you know what, let's just have a bit of fun, which I'm down with. I'm down with the kids, boy. Like, I've literally just put a Kimbo on my starting pistol, so now I've got Kimbo pistols when I spawn in, which is just jokes, like, jokes. Another thing that I really enjoy is the currency system is 10 times better. It's the exact same currency system for multiplayer and for zombies. So say you're playing zombies the whole day, you get all loads of keys, say you get like 40 keys, you can literally use all of those on multiplayer crates if you want. Multiplayer supply drops, whatever they're called. Or you can use some on multiplayer, some on zombies, or you can just use them all on the zombie crates. Like, it's up to you. I think that's a much better system than having two different currencies for each mode. Because it means, especially because of how needed crates are for multiplayer, with all the weapon variants and stuff, like, I'm probably going to be using most of the keys on multiplayer supply drops, simply just trying to get all those weapon variants, which is going to be something that I said I'm not really happy with, but I mean, it's definitely a way to make it a lot easier to get them, for me anyway, because I play zombies a lot more than multiplayer. So yeah, I'm definitely really happy with that. Like, I think that's a great move. And another thing which is really cool as well is you can actually use your weapon variants, which I'm not really happy with multiplayer because it's PvP. It can make the game unbalanced, but to be honest, it's not too bad. And especially with the keys as well, it makes it a lot easier to actually get certain weapon variants, so it's not as bad. I still don't really like it though, but it is what it is. But you can use those in zombies, which I think is a great idea, because it doesn't make it, because it's not PvP. Like, say your gun's fucking OP with this weapon variant, the zombies aren't going to be mad. But if somebody's got an OP gun in multiplayer, it just ruins it for everyone else. So for me, I think that's fine. And it can change certain guns to make them make a gun which you would never use in zombies and make it amazing and make it usable, which is something I like. Like, a lot of the weapons in zombies and in multiplayer, I feel like are definitely usable in this game, which is alright in Black Ops 3 multiplayer. Like, most of the weapons are quite usable. You could probably do alright with most of them. But in zombies, there was only like a few weapons which were miles better than the rest. And the weapons like the Pharaoh, which was good in multiplayer, was just absolutely dog shit. Most of the starting weapons are terrible. Whereas in this game, like the Oni is fucking just as good as most of the SMGs, and like it's fucking sexual. But yeah, they're pretty much the good things about it. But here are some of the things that spoil it for me. So the brutes, they're the big sort of bosses that spawn in around every 8 to 10 rounds, I think. Maybe a bit more later on, I'm not really sure, but they, I just think at the moment just have too much health. I don't know whether it's they have too much health or whether, which is another thing which I'm thinking, maybe the weapons aren't powerful enough. Like when you get to like say around 20, even if you have a pack-a-punch weapon with double tap, it still takes a long time to kill most zombies, which for me is quite frustrating. Luckily I found out the NV4 is fucking amazing. Like as a wall weapon, that's probably the best one. Then hope to get an LMG from the random weapon wheel or whatever the fuck it's called. That's probably your best bet. But yeah, it has so much health. Like the amount of times I've been downed during the boss rounds is ridiculous, and I've only played like 5 or 6 games. It just happens so often, and then once you do get down from it, because you've used pretty much all your ammo, you're shooting at his fucking head and he's just doing nothing. Unless you have an LMG that's pack-a-punched and you've got double tap, like then it goes down pretty easily. Other than that, you're fucked. Like you're using all your ammo, and it doesn't even give you a max ammo afterwards. Like if it gave you a max ammo, I'd be happy. It doesn't. And it takes so many bullets to kill. And if you do go down on it, which is another thing I'm getting into, it is pretty much impossible to get back into the game afterwards. You're basically fucked. And that is because my next point I'm going to make is, I don't know how it is on multiplayer, because I've only played solo so far, but on solo, the way you get back into the game after you've been downed, well, I say downed, you don't get downed in solo. You literally just go to the Death Arcade or whatever the fuck it's called, and you spawn in, and your weapons are in Lost and Found, and that's right next to the equivalent of Quick Revive, which is Up and Atom, which is a great name. Well, I like that. But what makes me dislike it is the fact that it's pretty much useless in solo. Because when you get downed and you go to the Afterlife Arcade, you get back into the game. Now you spawn in at the centre of the map, not where you spawn in at the start, right by Quick Revive and Lost and Found. And I think that'd be fine if they had the zombie spawns delayed by like 10 seconds, gave you a chance to run over there. But the zombies spawn instantly. Like as soon as you spawn in, the zombies are there. And what this does is it makes it so you can only go over there and get Quick Revive and make it out alive just barely. You have to be pretty good to make it out alive. Or you can go over there and just get your weapons and make it alive. You can't go over there and get your weapons and get Quick Revive. Which for me is just so fucking annoying. Like, well, it doesn't need to be like that. There's so many ways they can easily fix it, and it just makes it ridiculously hard because it's so easy to go down at that point, obviously, especially if you have the brute there. You'll get into a round, like let's say you're on a higher round. Say on higher rounds, it's so hard to get back into the game because you literally sprint over there. You can only afford to get one or the other. So say you've got really good pack-a-punch guns, you're not going to want to lose them, so you're going to have to go and get the weapon. And then you have to maneuver around the zombies in that really tight bit at the start. And if you get downed, that's it, you're fucked, it's game over. Or, alternatively, you could go for the Quick Revive, try and get out alive, and then loop back around and get the weapons, which is what I usually try and do. But if they just made it so, as I said, that zombies delayed spawning by like 10 seconds, even like 5 seconds would help. Or just spawn you back at the start where you spawn normally. Like, I don't understand why you spawn in the centre, it doesn't make sense. Because the problem is, in Black Ops 3 zombies, in all the Treyarch zombies, when you get downed, you come back without your perks, you come back up without your perks, but you have your weapons. And in this, if you get downed, you lose all your perks and or lose all your weapons. And in that time where you rush to get Quick Revive in Treyarch zombies, you're rushing to get Quick Revive and your weapons back. which I think just isn't fair. Like, it's just not fair. I understand they're trying to make something different, but on solo it just doesn't work. Like, they need to fix it. It's just not fun, because at this point it's like, why even use quick revive when the chances are you'll go down in a boss round and you won't be able to get it back. You won't be able to get back alive anyway. You end up dying afterwards. And it just feels like such a cheap way to die. But anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. As I said, I'm really enjoying the game so far. It's really fun. I haven't really had much luck with the Easter eggs so far. I managed to make the SATCOM, whatever it's called, put it down, it just fucking blew up straight away. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say. Thanks guys, if you can give this a like, I'd really appreciate it. And let me know what you think. What do you think of Zombies in Spaceland? And yeah, obviously subscribe if you're new. Thanks guys so much for watching, and goodbye.